Hello class, this is week 5 for MPA 580. My name is Carlos Alvarado. Quick overview. We're going to talk about why ethics are important for the organization, a theoretical foundation on which the ethical practice will be based on, why code of ethics or code of conduct is important, ethical scenario, and how to address the ethical scenario. Ethics is important for the organization because Um, it provides honesty between us, the public administrators, and the public, so the public could trust in us to do our job. They also provide respect if we're not abusing our powers, and the public will appreciate what we're doing for them and not think that we're just taking advantage of them. And integrity to show that we are honest with our work and that we're here for the best to provide our what's best for society. The theoretical foundations on which the ethical practices will be based on will be the virtue theory. And I chose this theory because um, this theory is saying that we should be doing good and be honest. And utilitarianism, I picked that one because we're trying to do what's good for the best for the public, which we're trying to do it best for everyone, not just for ourselves. And then I also chose categorical imperatives because this one's saying no matter what, no religion doesn't matter. Everyone should be moral, knowing what's morally correct, and you should do it no matter what. And it doesn't matter if you're what religion, but it should just be based on your morals of you doing the right thing. Code of ethics or code of conduct is important because it provides a standard for behavior, and it's kind of like a rule book, so people in the organization can look it up anything that revolves around any behavior, so they could know what are the rules for the organization. An ethical scenario would be at the county hospital and employees are sharing information of patients, and the patient just could doesn't have to be anybody famous, it just could be any patient, and they're sharing or giving out information that they're not supposed to, or even looking at information that it's not pertaining to them. If they're not entitled to look at the file, they shouldn't be touching it. So let's say a clerk shouldn't be looking at records if they have nothing to do with the case or the file. So it's important to keep medical confidentiality for the privacy of the patient, and so also the clients and the patients could trust us that we with our their information, and that we're not giving it out or just gossiping with each other about their information about their health. How to address the ethical scenario of medical confidentiality. Let's say you're the person that overhears a coworker, or you hear um, other others in the facility sharing information that they shouldn't, like because there's an actor or a celebrity or anybody or just any patient, and they're sharing information when they're not supposed to. Some of the steps that you could do is, first, you can confront them if you feel that you can, because not everyone could do it. But the best thing to do is report it to upper management. Start with your supervisor. If the supervisor doesn't listen, go to the manager. If the manager doesn't listen, go to the director. But you should be following the chain of command on how to report ethical the situation. And if none of them will listen to you, you can always go to an external. Last resort, you can go to an external, like the news or. But that's the not try to give your organization the benefit of doubt to try to fix the problem before going to outside source, and that's how you address medical confidentiality. In conclusion, if you think, how do you know if you're doing the right thing? If you ever worry about your actions being discovered, if you're ever feel like what you're doing is wrong, if you are trying to hide the behavior that you're doing, or you're trying to justify why you're doing it, then that's when you know you're doing something wrong. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week.